Brucey. Bruce, tell people who pee-peed on the rug. Did you pee-pee on the carpet? I'm not mad at you. Brucey, I'm not mad at you. I just wish you wouldn't pee-pee on the carpet. Yeah. Good morning and welcome back. Today we are going to make some pants. Make some pants. 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 We're gonna try to make some pants. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and make some pants. I'm gonna go out for just a minute and pick up some breakfast things, and then we're gonna get started and try to make something that's kind of wearable. Yeah, we'll see about that part. I'm gonna take this thing off my head, go out, then I'll be back. Because that's how going out works, is that you usually come back. Oscar! Hey guys, where's Bruce? Did he run away? It would be really nice if you told me where Bruce is. I found Bruce. That is not our yard. Just woke up and chose violence this morning. Like a little parade home. Hey. Move. Move. Thank you. Pants. I have pants. I have plenty of pants, but I have kind of an idea of the type of pants that I want, and I don't have those kind of pants. This is kind of what I'm thinking as far as inspiration goes, but I'm also super cheap, as you probably have figured out. So I don't want to pay a bunch of money for that. I want to make it. So I went into my fabric stash and I found this sage green something. I don't even know what type of fabric this is. Hold on. We're gonna test this real quick. I'll be right back. So if you've never tested fabrics before and you want to know what kind they are, especially if you're thrifting your stuff, you can look at it, and sometimes that is enough. But there's also a burn test you can do, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. All you need is fire source. So I'm gonna cut off a little corner here. I feel like I've done this before, but I don't remember. So you get your little swatch and you just set it on fire. So when you set it on fire, you wanna see how quickly it catches, you wanna see how it burns, is it a fast burn, is it a slow burn? And then when it extinguishes, what does it smell like? And this just kind of smells like burning paper. You also look at the ash. If it melts and it creates little balls, then it's probably polyester. This doesn't have any melting to it. So that kind of tells me this is at least all cotton. It's slow to catch, it's slow to burn, and then when I blow it out, it smells like burning paper, burning leaves, that kind of stuff. And then the ash for it is very light. I think this is cotton, which is awesome. It almost looks like maybe a heftier linen, which would be great. But I'm excited. I'm excited to use this now because I thought this was all polyester. Let's go figure out the pattern and then see how we can piece this together. So let's go. Go. Here's what I want. A pair of pants that is wide leg, and I want them to be almost like that paper bag style at the top. So they need to be a little high-waisted with some extra space to create the bunching or the pleating. I drafted this a while ago just from a pair of pajama pants that were my husband's pajama pants. So I know that the inseam is going to be long enough, and the length, I might need to add a couple inches at the bottom for the length. But the big thing is going to be adding inches to this outer side so that I get that bunching at the waist that I'm looking for. So what I'm probably going to do is add, I think, 2 inches to the waist and then 1 inch down here at the bottom, because I don't need the bottom of the pants being like clown pants, and I can always take those in if I need to. But remember, when you're adding to 1/4 of the pant, if I'm adding 2 inches, it's gonna be 8 inches. That should be okay. Maybe I'll just add 1 inch all the way around. It's a work in progress. I'm not real sure how this is gonna turn out. They'll be fine. It'll be great. Parkour. So I now have my front panels cut and I have my back panels cut, and I think the first piece to putting pants together is to do the inseam parts. So I'm gonna get those pieced together, hopefully correctly, and then we'll go from there. I'm not sure what comes next, but we'll try it. So I had a very nice person in one of my other videos comment why, for this dress in particular, I didn't use matching thread, and now I'm very self-conscious about making sure that I use matching thread. But the big reason, I get a little lazy about some stuff, especially that kind of stuff. So if I just assume that nobody else is going to see the actual thread color, I don't bother. Now, this time I am, because now I'm a little self-conscious about it, but I should be. You know, that's the kind of feedback I think you get that makes you a better sewer. From henceforth, I'm gonna make more of a concerted effort to do things the quote-unquote right way rather than my way. It'll probably still be wrong. It'll probably still be good enough. Let's just say that. It'll probably be good enough. Maybe not wrong, but maybe not right. I've switched over to the closest matching thread that I've got. So we will sew the crotches together first, like the butt seam and the front seam, and we'll go from there. Also, I haven't decided how I want this to close. I'm thinking an invisible zipper, even though they're sometimes the devil. But again, we're gonna try and do this the right way, not the easy way, so just do it, Katie. Okay, I now have like a front panel and a back panel. These legs need to be attached to the inside of these legs somehow. All right, I'm gonna figure out the leg part of it, and then we'll come back and see what that looks like. So here's where I'm at, and I've made a couple of grievous errors, I guess. What I thought was enough extra allowance is not remotely enough. So I don't have the amount up here that I was hoping to have to put all the pleating into. So again, that's why we're doing this, because we're practicing, and every fail will lead to a win eventually. So I think I'm probably gonna do a side zipper on this, which means I have to go get a side zip. And I do have enough allowance to do little, like 2 small pleats at the top, just to bring it in a little bit. But look at this crotch. This is almost obscene. And maybe I put them on backwards. I think that's a thing, because doesn't that look like that might be the butt? I'm gonna put them on the opposite way and see if it makes any difference at all. It probably won't, but let's give it a shot and just see if, because the back doesn't look too bad. I mean, I look like I've got grandma butt, but that's okay. Let's spin them around and see if the reverse looks any better. I've spun them around, and it's not quite as bad. The crotch part is not quite as bad. I definitely made them plenty high-waisted enough, but you just gotta be careful about the appropriateness, I guess. I think I can put some small pleats in this side as well. So I got 2 pleats in the front now, 2 pleats in the back. Now the butt doesn't look quite so terrible, I guess. I don't know if those are necessary in the back though. I might get rid of those. Definitely needs to be pressed. This is not what I envisioned at all, but that's okay. We're gonna roll with it. They are far too long, but I did that on purpose. Okay, all right. You know what? I can figure this out. I can figure this out. I don't know what the next step is, but I'm gonna go do that and then check back in. All right, welcome to day 2. The basic shape of the pants is together. I don't know if it's a shape that the world is prepared for. Let me show you what I'm talking about, and I can talk about kind of the new direction that I'm going, because this did not turn out quite the way I intended it to. So here's where we're at. I attempted to put in some pleats because it is just a skosh too big, but also not big enough. somehow. So without any pleats in it, this is kind of where we are. There are things that I like about this. There's a lot of things that I don't necessarily like. Actually, on the camera, it's not too bad. If I don't mind having like grandma butt, I guess it's not too bad. I think what I want to do, because there's just a little bit of extra space here. Not a lot, but a little. I don't know. I'm so conflicted because this is so not what I had intended it to be. So I guess I'm a little stumped. Here's where my brain's going. I'm gonna keep as much of the high waistedness as possible. I need to iron the seams flat because it's giving me weird this, whatever this is, and whatever this is. But I think what I'm gonna do is do a little like waistband right here. Yeah, hem up the top here so it's not so messy, and then do an invisible zipper on the side. I may take in the sides here just a little bit because look at this. They're like jodhpurs. These are something. My new riding pants. If I was a soldier in World War I, I'm like the mom from The Incredibles without the badonk, just the thighs. I'm going to create a waistband, an external waistband for this, and get it attached like this. Do some ironing, like MC Hammer pants. These are ridiculous. Who did this? Who did this to you? And then I'm going to hem up the bottoms because they're very long and call it quits because, again, practice pants. I have a surprise coming later for pants that are gonna be better than these. So let's do those steps and wrap these things up so that I can wear them out and about. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Who would have thought I'd be shaking my butt on YouTube for no money? And you know what? I may even add some pockets, like patch pockets. I know it's a little late to do that, but I don't care because your girl needs some pockets. So maybe do some patch pockets on the butt, see how all that goes. Okay, I've got a plan. It's better than nothing. Let's give that a shot and see what we end up with. They are done, I guess. I don't know if you're ready for these or not, but here's my interpretation of pants. They're something. Enjoy. Ta-da! Are they attractive? No. Do they accentuate anything? Yes. The crotch, which is not an area that you typically want to accentuate. Were they easy to make? No. Are they done? There's not actually a pocket in them yet. It's just a pocket flap right now. Would I make them again? Yes. And will I wear them? Also yes. Really no part of this turned out the way that I thought it would turn out other than the fact that these are just long pants. They are not as wide leg as I was hoping. They are not as bunchy at the top as I was hoping. It looks like an accident because it was an accident. So it doesn't look intentional like I was hoping. but they're done. I practiced, and I'll do them again. You know, I'll try doing pants again. This was quite a journey through something. I'm not sure who's gonna be okay with seeing me out in public with these, but if I see you in public and I'm wearing these, let's just pretend that I'm wearing normal pants. How's that? So anyway, hopefully at least you get a little bit of a laugh from this, because they are ridiculous and I recognize that they are ridiculous. Stick around. I have another pants challenge coming up. You know, these pants have a way of accentuating the lower belly in a way that I don't think anyone has ever wanted their lower belly to be accentuated. Really, they're a feat of engineering then, if I'm the one that has created that. Thank you for coming on this journey. Hopefully it was at least somewhat funny, and don't take this as a tutorial. If you want fupa accentuating granny pants, by all means, try to follow whatever it is I just did. Anyway, leave me a comment, let me know what I did wrong, because I did lots of things wrong. Maybe how I can get rid of this accentuating situation I got going on here. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that. I don't know what these are, these aren't tutorials. I make sew-alongs, or I experiment with things every week, or every other week, depending on how busy I am. And I will see you next time. Thanks, bye. So Oscar is the first cat I've ever actually owned, and I found him outside when it was raining and he smelled like a dumpster. Oscar, up. Oh, you're such a good girl. Boots and pants and boots and pants. Come on, Oscar, up. Good boy.